Hi there and welcome to Andy Robinson RC, and cheers for joining us on the channel today. On today's episode we are having a look at this, the team associated SR10 Dirt Oval Racer. Now admittedly I've already sort of unboxed this at home and I've been having a little play about with it and see what it's like, but I actually wanted to bring it out on location, talk a bit about it, and then we'll get it running out here on some very dried out and worn out grass. So let's have a look. So it comes in a quite cool box. It's completely ready to run. This it's brushless powered and it has associated DVC, which is dynamic vehicle control receiver stroke gyro. Anyway, so as you can see, move them out of the way, I've already had it out the box. So this is the car you get. So it's loosely based on Chevy Monte Carlo, although it's not an official body, but that's what it's roughly based on. And it's got that sort of almost stock car sort of look to it. You get your XP 120 2 GHz radio control, which has got various dual rates, throttle, steering, trim adjustments, low battery readout, and your channel reverse switches. Basic but functional. Move that box slightly out of the way. Okay, also as well in here, I'm not going to get it out all over the place because we'll just lose bits, but here you get the SR10 manual. You get shock collars to alter the ride height, instructions for the transmitter and the brushless system in there, and a couple of tools and bind plug which is hiding somewhere in there for if you need to reconnect the receiver and remote together. So that's what you get. Okay, now we'll take the body off in a minute. Liking the body on this and the car, it reminds me of the 90s wide body touring cars from when you used to convert like Schumacher Club 10s and into touring cars before touring cars was a class of racing. So this is the chassis. Now these chassis can trace their lineage back to the RC10 B4 buggies and the first incarnation of the RC10 SC short course trucks. So recently Associated have brought out this here, which is the SR10, and they've also brought out just before this the DR10, which is a drag racing car. Now it's the same platform except for huge racing slicks, skinny fronts, and a big wheelie bar on the back to keep it down. And also just released, which isn't quite here in the UK yet, is the RB10. Again, uses this platform, but it is a rear wheel drive buggy. So they've brought 3 chassis out with various slight differences. And the only thing I'll mention about this as well, if you remember going back to the days of the RC10, they did a metal pan D10, which is a real drive sort of stock car touring car. And again, this reminds me of that. Right, so this is what you get. I say it's got Reedy's, it's got, I think it's a BC600BL brushless speedo. It can take 3S, I believe, if you want to run lipo. I'm using NIMS. It's also got the Reedy Power 3600 kV, was it 3300 kV brushless motor that they put a lot in there ready to runs as well, and you've got a high torque servo and a high torque servo saver, fully ball raced and fully adjustable. Anyway, we'll give this a bit of a blast on here. Being rear wheel drive, it should help with because it's meant to be running on like dirt tracks and things like that. So you can use this on clay, dirt tracks, surfaces like this, which is what we've got here, which is very worn out grass, and it's a bit sandy in the soil, because we're on the prom in Lytham. Anyway, we will give this a blast and you can see what it's like. I've only had this on road. Also as well, when it's driving, watch the front wheels try and correct themselves, because it's got this steering gyro in. We'll give it a blast around. yeah, as soon as you let go of the steering wheel, the car gyro kicks in and tries to control the car from sliding too much. But this is what it's for. It's for this sort of surface, and I say the handling's really nice on it. Which is why I wanted to bring it here, so I'd have something to give you an idea of what it's for terrain it's meant to be used on. Especially in the UK, we don't really have any dirt tracks or anything like that here. Now with the dynamic vehicle control on this, you can adjust it. It has settings from 1 to 8, and you can use that. There's a button on the receiver to alter that. Now if you do that, if you put it up to 8, it'll give you the gyro kick in as much as possible, and it'll try and alter the car's you know, steering for you to correct any mistakes when you're running the car. This is set on number 4 when it comes out of the box. Now for me it's still a bit too much. I'd actually prefer it probably on half that again, but it does its job, so it's quite cool. But I think overall, if I had the choice, I would probably actually completely disable it. I like driving them without that technology, but you know, people might find it a lot easier to use with it. And as far as I know, the DVC is on the drag car, the RB10 buggy, and of course the SR10 buggy here. But yeah, I mean, it is cool. It does look so good flatting around. Do with the slipper clutch tightening slightly, I reckon. Give it a blast back up there, and then I'll bring it back. It's probably completely covered now. So, I say I just wanted to bring this out for a quick run today. I'm not sure what plans I've got for this yet. But it won't be going anywhere just yet. I don't know if we're going to upgrade the powertrain on it. I don't know, but I quite actually like it stock as it is. It's just quite nice without going berserk. But yeah, it's definitely a different option from Associated. There's certainly nothing else on the market that's just like a commercial you can buy off the shelf dirt oval car. I think it's well worth checking out. I think the only other person I know in the UK that's done a video of this at the moment is Tom Lee RC. Have a look at their video as well. But yeah, I think that's cool. And also as well, I am a bit of a sucker for Team Associated products. Really like their stuff. So there we go. As you can see, it looks rather cool. Not a bit dusty now. But that is the Team Associated SR10 Dirt Oval Racer. And yeah, that's cool. We'll be bringing this out again soon. Right, okay, cheers for checking this one out. Thank you very much, it's much appreciated as always. If you haven't already and would like to see more RC content from us, then please do consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button and notification bell. Also as well, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook under Andy Robinson RC. Right, that's all from me today. Cheers again, look after yourselves and take care.